for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
Look, I've been keeping a close eye on everything going on behind the scenes, and I've got to tell you, the silence coming out of the Bronx this winter is deafening, especially when you see our AL East rivals loading up for bear. We watched the Tampa Bay Rays hijack the headlines with 2 blockbuster trades last Friday, and then the Chicago White Sox went ahead and shocked the whole baseball world by landing Japanese slugger Munetaka Murakami first thing Sunday morning. Meanwhile, the New York Yankees seem to be operating on a totally different frequency, almost like they're moving in slow motion, and it's making a lot of folks in the stadium seats pretty restless. So far, Brian Cashman's moves have been small ball at best, re-signing infielder Ahmed Rosario and reliever Paul Blackburn, plus snagging young Cade Winquist in the Rule 5 draft, something the team hasn't done in 14 years. Sure, keeping the core together matters, but let's be real. For a team carrying the weight of 27 World Series titles that hasn't seen a trophy since 2009, just maintaining isn't going to cut it for this fan base. Losing crucial arms like Devin Williams and Luke Weaver to the New York Mets was a tough pill to swallow, leaving gaping holes in a bullpen that used to be our absolute bread and butter. The starting rotation, even with the elite talent of Gerrit Cole and Carlos Rodon, still looks a bit shaky, with big question marks surrounding the health and consistency of Clark Schmidt. It's in this climate of uncertainty that a golden opportunity has popped up, a move that could completely flip the script for this roster and put the Bronx Bombers back as the undisputed favorites. I'm talking about a target that should be at the very top of the front office's priority list, left-hander McKenzie Gore from the Washington Nationals. Gore isn't just another pitcher, he's a generational talent who is right on the verge of exploding into a bona fide superstar in this league. If you want to stay on top of every single detail of these trade talks and never miss a deep dive into our team, take a second to subscribe to the channel and hit those notifications, making sure you get the most reliable Yankees news first. At 26 years old, Gore proved in 25 that he's past the growing pains, starting 30 games and racking up 185 strikeouts over 159 and 2/3 innings pitched. While his record of 5 wins and 15 losses and a 4.17 ERA might not jump off the page, anyone who knows advanced metrics can see those numbers are a total lie, a byproduct of a team in a massive rebuild down in DC. What actually matters here is the pure stuff McKenzie Gore brings to the hill, the kind of arsenal that would make any pitching coach in the Bronx drool. He's got a fastball that just explodes when it hits the zone and a slider that is, frankly, devastating against both righties and lefties. Bringing a southpaw of that caliber into Yankee Stadium is a classic high IQ move, especially given the porch in right and the need to shut down the power hitters in our division. But don't get it twisted, the price to pry Gore away from the nation's capital is going to be steep. The new leadership with the Nationals, headed by Paul Taboni and Annie Kilambi, knows exactly what kind of chip they're holding, and they aren't just going to hand over their ace for some middle-of-the-road prospects. They're looking for pieces that can jumpstart their rebuild, and that's exactly where Brian Cashman needs to get aggressive and pull the trigger. To get this deal across the finish line, the Yankees would have to part with some names that might hurt the fans to see go, but it's what you got to do if you want to chase a ring right now. We're talking about a package that would likely have to include high upside arms like Carlos Lagrange and Ben Hess, plus maybe shortstop Dax Kilby and the return of Chase Hampton. Some folks think Outfielder Spencer Jones might have to be in the conversation, though I suspect the front office wants to keep him under lock and key. But think about it. The value of a young starter with team control and a ceiling as high as Gore's absolutely justifies moving prospects who are still just maybe guys. Modern baseball demands that kind of strategic guts. Gore has that New York state of mind. He's a competitor. He's got a presence on the mound, and he doesn't blink on the big stage. Putting him in a rotation next to Cole and Rodon would take a massive load off the vets and give the Yankees a mix of lefties and righties that could silence any lineup in a postseason series. At the end of the day, what matters to us fans is seeing the team take the field knowing we've got the best squad in MLB. The bottom line on this story is clear. The Yankees need an immediate jolt in the rotation, and McKenzie Gore is the missing piece of the puzzle, bringing together youth, raw stuff, and the potential to dominate. Now, I want to hear from you guys, the ones living and breathing Bronx baseball. Do you think it's worth shipping off elite prospects like Hess and Lagrange to land an arm like Gore's, or should we just trust the internal development and wait for the free agent market to settle down? Drop your takes in the comments, because your voice is what drives this channel. Don't forget to like the video and share it with other diehard fans. For quick updates and the most in-depth analysis on every move the Pinstripes make, keep it locked right here. Let's keep a close eye on how this offseason unfolds. It's shaping up to be a historic one.